Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the new Gameitall.com podcast. I'm Lucas Grimm.
Hey, what up? It's Pino 25. What is up? Yeah, exclamation point. Pop.
So, more regular news this time around, rather than taking an hour just to talk about one
topic.
big thing that happened. One topic.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. That was a good way to get everything out there of what was happening. But we did leave a lot of stuff in the dust there. I mean, it was the big news topic last week of everything that was happening. That was all that people were talking about. It's still all that people are talking about right now.
Well, it's going to be a huge thing for a long time.
Absolutely. Like, we have people talking about get-backs, like Sony coming back and buying out EA. But that, of course, this is all rumors. It's just people not actually in the know.
And I don't think Sony has the money. That's the thing, because Sony's their only profitable section is the gaming. Everything else, they're losing money. Music, there's no money in music anymore. Fucking film, cinema, there's no money in that. It's all gaming. Everything else,
So aside from that, and that is one point that, like, I don't think that they have the money to back them up either. But I think there's a bigger thing, and it's that EA doesn't have anything Sony wants. The only thing that they would have to qualify as a something to come back against with Activision's buyout is Battlefield, and nobody after 2042 was it?
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah, 2042 is
bad.
It's so broken that
horribly bad.
The rumor is that they are going to go free to play, although some reports have also said that just might be the Portal section. But still, I mean, you're taking a large portion of that game and going free to play. There's nothing to fight for it.
Well, it just has no content. There's nothing there. Well, it's similar to freaking Rainbow Six Extraction. It's
yeah.
There's just like you have 3 people against the world. That's it.
I mean, it works. It works on a couple different levels, but it also wasn't what we were kind of hoping for from it.
It gets old quick.
Yeah, I definitely see that.
It's one thing. It does one thing.
Yeah. And I mean, this is Ubisoft is having a hard time.
Well, the worst thing is they wanted to charge full price for this thing, and then they're like, oh no, we're gonna cut the price, $50. Yo, 50.
It's still too much.
And it's still shitty. It should have been like 20, 50.
Yeah, I think that would have.
Hey, buy a cereal box. Get the game. Buy a cereal box. We'll throw in the game.
Oh God, I remember those.
The 90s. No, early 2000s. At some point in the past.
Yeah, somewhere's there. I remember getting the Hasbro games for freaking.
Oh, they were great.
Nothing. It was great for having
a box of cereal. Fuck, $2. $2.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Ubisoft has been having a bit of a hard time lately. Not only are they being heavy on the NFTs, but they are also, and people are like really hating on them for that. I have no opinion on NFTs right now, but
I don't get it. Well, I
Me
get
neither.
it, but I don't understand the point to them. The only real thing that Ubisoft brought out this year or last year, whatever, was that something Riders Republic or something.
Riders Republic was pretty good, though. I mean, to be honest, it was.
I know, but
that
it was the only thing that came out.
And also, if we look at, they announced 2 of their games are officially dying, which is their battle royale game that they released, Hyperspace, dying after its 3rd season, and then we also have Watchdog Legions. The last update is going to be the last update. There's not going to be any more online patches or anything else like that. The game is going to be as it is as Ubisoft Toronto moves on to Splinter Cell. So, here's hoping. But so I understand with Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs to me has never been a heavy multiplayer affair. But the online or the single player game has done decently, especially for Legion. Hyperspace, I did jump into a few rounds, and the idea was there.
I remember seeing it at E3, and then that was it.
Yeah, then that's the problem. The idea was there. They had an idea of how to make an interesting battle royale game and try to fight with Fortnite. Problem is, it didn't do anything to keep people coming.
Do anything.
It didn't do anything is what it did. And a lot of the mobility and a lot of the other stuff that you could do in the game, Apex did it better, Fortnite did it better, PUBG did it better. And you can't fight the originators if you're not doing something different. And that was my take on that. It was bad. Mm-hmm. But hey, it's going away. We're still getting some free to play Ubisoft games in the future, though, so that hasn't deterred them. So one of the major ones that we do know is the next Division game is going to be free to play, which, to be honest, I think Division 1 and 2 should have been anyways. After everything we've seen with it, I'm sure a lot more people would have jumped into it. I know I jumped into it
for sure.
way, way late, too. So I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. So,
yeah.
Do you want to talk about another free-to-play game that got indefinitely delayed? Iron Galaxy's Rumbleverse, the wrestling and Fortnite-inspired battle royale, is delayed. There's no release time, but a new beta is on tap, and they are also issuing refunds to early access buyers. So that is a kind of a bad sign, to be honest.
Doesn't look good.
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I lost Pino. Well, let's finish my statement here. So, yeah, it doesn't look good for Rumbleverse, especially if it's leaving, people are getting refunded for everything that is coming up. And there's Pino's back.
I dropped. Drop that shit.
I'm assuming the storm knocked it out for a little bit.
No, my internet did. I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a good sign that Rumbleverse is getting killed like that.
anytime that a company is doing refunds, it is oh my god, we're going to die.
Yeah.
We gotta pull it back.
You know what? I was kind of interested in Rumbleverse when they showed it at the Game Awards. Because, I mean, yes, obviously it looked like Fortnite, but whatever. But it was a wrestling-focused game. Like, the whole point was to grab somebody and power drive them. And that just sounded like fun, at least for a good couple rounds. So I wanted to try it. So I'm a little bit sad that it's not coming anytime soon.
But what can you do?
Well, we also so one of the other big news here. Just 1 second. So yeah, we covered all of Ubisoft stuff, which was actually a lot quicker than I thought it would be. To be honest, I thought we were gonna talk about how bad hyperspace was, but that really all that we could say about it. It was boring.
Well, it just came out and it didn't shine. It was like, Battleborn. It was like Battleborn.
There we go. Yes.
Didn't live up to the hype. Like, it didn't live up to what it was supposed to be. Also, that those trailers for a Boba Fett game.
Oh, yeah, 1313.
That is essentially 1313. I was like, wait, what? So, like, they showed the trailer, and I was like, holy fuck. And
finally.
The fun fact is, one of the guys, Grant Parker, he was one of the guys that worked on he was working on the game. And he says a lot of the excellent early concepts from 1313 have been repurposed for use in the Mandalorian and also Boba Fett. So he was happy to see that. So there's a lot of different things happening in the show that came from the game.
Oh man, that makes everything suck a little bit though, because we could have had a lot of this cool stuff and made a really awesome Star Wars game, and
I know.
instead we have to save it for the show. But
that's just it. And like, did Disney know that they were doing Mandalorian and Boba Fett? You know, probably not.
I mean, Mandalorian was in the talks when they were going to buy out. Like, when they were ready to do it, they were like, okay, we're going to take this and we're going to make the Mandalorian. That was going to be the big... well, actually, no, not when they were buying them out. When they were buying them out, it was focus on
2009.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it was like 2009, and they were like, okay, we're going to do Star Wars, yada, yada, yada. But, it wasn't like we're doing these things.
Yeah, I'm sure that the Mandalorian came in place like shortly around whenever the Disney Plus talk started, and they needed to have that show to really grab people, and that's exactly what Mandalorian did. So,
Disney Plus, yes, for sure. Mandalorian is the show for Disney Plus. Like, it is the anchor. It is the Sears. It's the Kmart. It's the Zellers, the Bay, all those shitty Canadian stores that all died. But yeah, it's the anchor show.
Fuck. Well, yeah, it is. It's like, it's the show that got everyone starting their subscription because everyone wanted to see The Mandalorian. Then they just kept everyone along with the Marvel stuff, and then Book of Boba Fett, and so on and so forth. So it all worked out, really. Because no one's like drooling over High School Musical, the series, anyway. So
no.
But Also, speaking of Star Wars, this week we had reports about 3 new Star Wars games coming. So we already know that one of them is Jedi Fallen Order 2. Respawn has confirmed that that is the next one that they are working on. But they are also working on, they are working on 2 more Star Wars games, and it's going to be Respawn pretty much. I have a feeling because Respawn was the one that did the good Star Wars games, they are now in charge of all the Star Wars games from EA moving forward. So
not
we
DICE?
No, and I'm going to talk about that one in just a few more seconds. But we do have 2 more Respawn games for Star Wars. One of them is going to be a strategy game, and the other is going to be an FPS. So we know we have an adventure game, an FPS, and a strategy game in the Star Wars universe for EA's Star Wars. And so Battlefield 2 did so poorly that EA has canceled Battlefield 3 with DICE. Battlefront. They have canceled Battlefront with DICE, and there's not going to be a Star Wars game from their team. And it's not really a shame after, the push of what we got with Battlefield, because we were back to Battlefield because how bad that was. I think DICE really lost a lot of whatever respect that they have.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it does suck. It's a double-edged sword here. It's good because of what we saw DICE do recently. It's not a good thing, and what Battlefront 2 has become. Battlefront 2 is amazing now. It's very playable. It's not as much of a gimmick anymore. It's like a cash grab, I should say. It is very playable.
But it took a long time to get here.
And that is the thing. Like I'm almost able to forgive a lot of these games when they do get better after a while. Like I'm willing to come back and give them a chance. Like, I hate to say this, I'm willing to give Cyberpunk another chance once I know that it's more playable. Probably when the PS5 version comes out. But like it's that opening, like how it started, it does leave a bad taste on it, and it's not a good thing. Like we should not have to wait to have the good game when it's already out. It should have been good when it came out. And that's
it's not.
Everyone, and that's the problem with a lot of these games releasing now, is that it's being pushed too much and it's not getting fixed. So,
well, even like fucking Assassin's Creed Unity, that thing was so bad, so broken.
Yeah, because if you go into Unity now, and in fact, even if you go into Unity while playing on the new consoles, because it does play on, despite what the list of games that are not broken on PlayStation 5 says, Unity does play well. In fact, it's as it should have been when it first came out.
Syndicate does not play. Yeah, Syndicate does not. Is a dick.
Yeah. That's sad. I actually enjoyed Syndicate when it first came out.
Nah. I replayed it like
I have a feeling, I have the rose tinted glasses on for that one.
Oh, it was like I was just playing through it and I'm like, this is not. It was like it's not.
I also think
like,
with the
what I
latest,
wanted.
I think with the latest ones, like the new trilogy that just came out, I don't think I can go back to the other Assassin's Creeds.
No,
The
that's
combat on
just
the other
it. They're
ones,
well, and the combat and the storytelling and like it's very different now.
yeah.
So
I like the new style now.
but different in a good way. It's
Yeah.
an evolution of the series of what the series is and where it's going.
Oh, absolutely. It's yeah, because the new style, it works. It's exactly as I said, it's a evolution of the story, the gameplay. It's more RPG focused, which is something that we didn't have in the other ones, and it kind of immerses you more that way.
Oh, and
And
the
that's
control
exactly what I like.
scheme. The
Yeah,
control scheme.
the hi
The
kid,
triggers.
Hi.
have a good sleep.
Good night.
Good night.
But the controls.
She just wanted to sneak in on camera. But yeah, controls. Yeah,
The controls.
the Dark Souls style gameplay controls, that it works. I mean, I know Sly has bitched about those controls because he's a classical face button guy, but they do work. It plays very well with light and quick attacks being easily to your fingers.
He's
right
all
there.
about that NES, SNES lifestyle. Bra, bra, bra. Bra, 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 bra. Yeah. But, you know.
So,
the Switch amount numbers that they've been selling, that should be crazy. So
okay.
the Switch, in less than 5 years of existence on the market, has sold more than the PlayStation 1s have sold. So the PS1 sold, how many was it? 102.5 million units in its lifespan. And the Switch has already sold 102.81 million units in its lifetime. So crazy.
And that does combine the sales of the original model, Switch Lite, and the Switch LED. So that's really impressive. I mean, come on, this isn't far fetched in this case. Nintendo,
there's a good possibility that the Switch is able to bypass the PS2 and become the champion of the world.
Yeah, because up next it has to beat the PlayStation 4, which sold an estimated 116.58 million units to date.
Yeah.
And then the Game Boy Color.
Yeah.
Game Boy and Game Boy Color is 118 million. So
yeah,
it's very likely that we're going to see like at least make it up to third place. I'm going to say at the very least, it's going to beat those two. I don't know if it's going to beat the PS2. The PS2 is...
I don't know. I think there's a possibility because it is just that good of a system. It is just that it's like the SNES. Like the SNES is like one of the greatest systems ever built. It's phenomenal.
So, Phil popped up in the chat.
Oh hey. But yeah, so it's just What the fuck was I talking?
So the
fuck. He
the
hijacked
Switch.
me. Yeah, it's
totally
it's a
good.
phenomenal console. Like, it's just like the SNES.
Yeah,
It's simple, and the OLED model. Oh my god, phenomenal upgrade. I'm so glad that I didn't have to really pay for it. I just got rid of shit. They took my shit, and then I got a new console, and oh my god, it's just the screen on it is fabulous. Like, it's beautiful. The new hinge on the back, like the whole back is can like pop out. Whatever.
So
They
for
didn't.
the
Well,
audio
yeah,
audience, Pino sucking up to Nintendo, definitely.
whatever. But yeah, the whole back is a like brace. The whole it pops out. It's just fucking awesome. And then yeah, it's been bitching.
It's great. It's
awesome. The only thing that's kind of shitty. Yeah,
okay.
It's fucking awesome. The only thing that's shitty is the cartridge cover. It's fucking hard to plop up.
I mean, in general, the old ones was too. I mean,
no, the old one's not is good. I have a really hard time with the.
I'm popping up in my case.
No, like,
all right.
It's pretty much just like, It just sucks. Yeah, it just sucks.
I don't know. I can't see it. I maybe I have to actually like hold it or something.
Yeah, you'd have to
see what you're complaining
about.
Yeah,
you'd have to hold it in your hand, and it's just.
I don't know. I
Yeah, you got
here.
feel
let
it.
Let me put you at. Let me remove myself and put you at full screen. How's that? There we go. All right.
It just clicks in.
Yeah, I don't see what you're complaining about.
You gotta like nail it.
I see Butterfingers is what I'm seeing, like just some clumsy ass fingers, but
that's fucking hard. It's hard. Whatever. Suck a dick. But yeah, no, it's the Switch. But no, beautiful screen. Love the screen. Oh, also on the dock, it's got Ethernet, motherfuckers. Plugged right into the wall. Plugged in the wall. No need of this wireless bullshit. It just fucking works.
All right. So let's stop sucking up to Nintendo, as Phil puts it.
Whatever.
Let's talk about Crytek, because we got a surprise announcement.
Weird shitty trailer.
Yeah, I'm gonna admit that trailer did nothing for me, like because it was just them using their graphics to make a 4. But hey, we get Crysis 4.
Hey guys, we're doing Crysis 4 at some point.
So I'm kind of iffy on this because I never enjoyed Crysis. The only thing is, I know. I honestly don't know anyone like personally that enjoyed Crysis. The only reason why they had Crysis was because it was,
hey, look at me.
Hey, my computer can run Crysis. It's awesome. And then I play it.
Yeah.
Well, this game kind of sucks. But
I spent this much money. I'm rich. Because I'd be rich.
But of course, the CEO of Crytek, I'm going to murder his voice or his name here. Avarni Urlai. It is a German name, so that is. I apologize to anybody. It says the game is in its early stages, so it will be a while yet. It will be a truly next-gen shooter. And Crytek has a proud history of working with our community to develop games you want to play. Crysis is incredibly important to many people. It's beloved by gamers everywhere, as I once again just said otherwise. And some of those working in the industry today are doing so because of the original game. So we want to make sure the next installment of the franchise lives up to all your expectations. Make sure you join our socials and get involved. So, they're hiring, and the part of the hiring group is saying it's for people who truly want to shape the future of the franchise. So, the last game we got for Crysis was Crysis 3, of course. That launched in 2013. The remastered of the original series is all out on every console, even on the Switch.
Yep.
So, yeah. Just another game that's pure PC performance benchmark.
Yep.
Even their PCs can't run it yet.
Yep, pretty much. It was essentially just them, people going, oh yeah, well, yeah, because those are the years that we started college.
Oh yeah, I remember that. God.
That it was like, holy fuck, oh yeah, boys, I bought a fucking 8800 GTX, motherfucker. I can run Crysis. It's Crysis, bitch. I remember that.
Man,
I was full fucking AMD at those points. I was like, I got AMD CPU, I got ATI, and then they bought fucking ATI, and then bam, I got AMD. Oh yeah, we got fucking Crossfire, motherfucker. It was so sad.
I just, like I said, I didn't care for it. I was there, like, it was pretty, but that's it. That's all it was.
Yeah, it was essentially just like, holy shit, look at these things.
Agreed. I can't play it, but I don't want to. I can't run it, but I don't want to play
it. Yeah, no, I own it. I own all of it. I don't know why, but
because back in the day,
there's a lot of games that I. Yeah, but there's a lot of games that I still own that. Why? Because I wanted it. It's weird.
Oh, absolutely. Like, I have quite a few of those too, somewheres.
The fuck?
So, let's talk. Let's go back to our favorite subject.
Konami? Oh,
even worse.
Yeah.
Because I gotta give. I hate to say this, I gotta give Konami a little bit of respect. They dropped a game that wasn't completely broken. The new Yu-Gi-Oh game is not broken. It's broken as Yu-Gi-Oh will ever be, but it
but people actually be like playing that shit.
Yeah,
there's some people playing that shit. Yeah.
I keep seeing my little brother jumping into it, and I'm like, oh wow, it's like still.
Yeah, no, it's weird. Like, Yu-Gi-Oh was like the weirdest shit growing up.
I mean, I jumped in. I jumped into it, gave it a try. It plays well.
No,
the multiplayer works.
It was Pokemon or nothing.
Yeah,
Pokemon or
Magic. Or Magic.
Yeah. Also D&D.
Well, here's my thing. The last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh was with my little brother back when I was in high school. And that was like, if we take in terms of the anime, that was like the Dual City thing that was happening at that time. So that was like fucking second season of the show. And after that, I stopped playing, mainly because, our schools were like, oh, hey, you can't bring collectible cards because everyone fights for it and steals it, and we have too many problems. So
punches you in the throat. Fuck you.
So that's what happened, and so I haven't played it since then. And I jumped into it, and I'm like, okay, most of this is like riding a bike. I remember how to do most of this stuff, and then you start getting your random ass summons that are like link summons, and you can only summon this guy if you have these two cards, but these two cards can be linked up anytime. And I'm gonna quote the meme for this, you don't sleep for 12 hours straight, and you get to summon Nutbuster Dragon. It's all there. and yeah, I played it like I did back in high school, and I won like every match so far that I've tried. And I'm like, okay, it's Yu-Gi-Oh! It plays. It's not completely broken. That's as much as I can say for it. So I got to give Konami a little bit of respect for just barely crossing the line for me.
Well, it's Konami.
But no, we got to talk about the other asshole. And not that
Activision.
asshole, the other asshole. That one. So let's talk about Activision again. Well, let's talk.
Oh, Bobby. Bobby! My Bobby, my Bobby, my Bobby. Booby?
Booby or Bobby?
He's a fucking tit.
He is. Oh, God. So, Activision Blizzard has had this ongoing issue. Had been having this ongoing issue with Raven Software's QA workers, and which had led the QA workers to go on strike. And the strike seemed to be coming up to an end, but it's still going on. So during our last week, they said that they were pressing to become a union. And now they have actually set that up. So there's a unionization push with the Communication Workers of America, CWA, and they created a group called the Game Workers Alliance. It's the first group of workers to form under a unit under Activision Blizzard. And the workers were asking Activision to recognize the union, since a super majority of Raven Software's QA workers was all for the unionization, which was 78% of eligible workers. Now, so it's a big number. They want to do it. And during the strike, Activision has been doing pretty much their damnedest to stop a unionization from happening. The big thing that they have here is that they used surveillance, intimidation tactics, and brought in a notorious union-busting union or group to silence the workers. And luckily, that didn't work. So, despite Microsoft buying them out, this is still Activision's problem. So, the big part here is that they pushed to have Activision recognize them and get that union started. Activision, on the same day, came back with their response and pretty much telling Raven Software to go fuck themselves. But what it is I'll read off the statement as best I can here.
Go fuck yourself. Caca. My bitch. Go. Oh, lassie. Just.
You motherfucker.
Ark. Speak your mind, my boy.
At Activision Blizzard, we deeply respect the rights of all employees to make their own decisions about whether or not they wish to join a union. We carefully review and considered the CWA initial request last week and tried to find a mutually acceptable solution to the CWA that would have led to an expedited election process. Unfortunately, the parties could not reach an agreement. We expect the union will be moving forward with filing the petition to the NLRB for an election. If filed, the company will respond formally to that petition promptly. The most important thing is to the company is that each eligible employee has the opportunity to have their voice heard and their individual vote counted. So pretty much because it wasn't 100%, Activision was like, you know what, no, we're not doing it. Because that's what they're saying. But yeah, you can hear the fucking like almost bullshit coming from this like from both those paragraphs. And
they just fucked them in the ass, like just bent them over and bam.
Across the company, we believe that direct relationship between managers and teams members allows us to quickly respond and deliver the strongest results and opportunities for employees. Yeah, there was a little too close relationship between manager and team members, if we remember what happened with Blizzard. As a result of these direct relationships, we made a number of changes over the past couple of years, including raising the minimum compensation for Raven QA employees by 41%, extending paid time off, expanding access
41.
to medical benefits for employees and significant others, and transitioning more than 60% of temporary Ravens to full-time employees. We look forward to continuing direct dialogue with our team and working together to make our workplace better. That, once again, you could just hear the bullshit. It's ridiculous.
That's some like massive, nasty PR spin.
That is
like, bro, we gonna spin.
You like. Not only was there so many reports about the union busting, and like there has been multiple reports. They got the union busters that work for fucking Amazon to fucking take them down. That was a thing. Like
that's some Rob Lowe fucking spin right there.
Yeah, like
boy,
this sounds
Rob Lowe
like complete and total bullshit. Like, yeah, there we go. As Phil says, take it from somebody who is unionized. It is corporate union busting 101. There we go. It is. It's ridiculous. But hey, this is still an ongoing thing. Of course, we're not going to. I don't think we're going to have a podcast that we don't talk about Activision Blizzard at some point.
That's just it, because it's Activision Blizzard. They are the media. They are our stories. They're this at this moment in time. They're our version of the big things from the past. Like
more or less
stocks in the 80s, shit like that in the 80s, or family stuff, military in the 40s and 50s. You know?
Yeah. And like we have this feeling that Microsoft is going to make things better, but the damage before they come back is going to be really big. Like they're going to have to step in as fast as they can to do some damage control and get stuff moving there. And they have to work with the union. Like everyone is on Raven's side pretty much from everything that we see. But Activision really doesn't care about their image at this point. There's nothing. There's almost nothing that they can do aside from killing an employee or.
They need this. At this point, they need this because they were broken. They were fucking broken, and they were like running out of gas. It was going bad. Like everything was falling apart. If they would have kept on this path of where they were going in like 3 years, they would have been completely obliterated and gone.
Yeah, to be
But
honest, like
with this, I think Microsoft can fix them. I don't think there's any other company that they could have got bought out by that could fix them. That could cut all the fat off the top and fucking just pound the stuff and to make a good cheeseburger. Yeah, no. Or steak.
are you hungry?
Something. Yes, I could eat. But
Yeah.
that's just it. Like, I don't think there was any other company other than Microsoft that could fix them. So, because
and of course, that's exactly what we're hoping.
You look at their leadership, like Phil, not, yeah. Yeah. Fuck's sakes.
Lost train of thought again.
Yeah, I'm just floating down the river. Yeah, he's the leadership that they need. Fucking Bobby Tits McGee, he's not good leadership. He's fucking, you know.
That part is true. Microsoft will tell them that they will fix everything if they don't unionize, and
yeah,
that is likely what's going to happen.
We'll see what happens. But
again, it's all up in the air.
If they can turn it around, and even if like you have a union, but the company goes to crumble, you still lose your job.
Yeah,
like if the company files for bankruptcy and everything just goes away, you lost your job and you have to start over again. So either way, you're fucked.
Okay, so let's leave that where it is, because
but I fully believe that Microsoft can fix them.
I have that faith that things could turn out very well for it. We do know like that, especially on one part, because everyone is still worried about the Call of Duty being exclusive. We have at least 3 more Call of Duty games contracted, and also Warzone 2, which
so they have this year's game coming. So they have COD 22, and then they also have COD 23 because it's most likely going to be finished before, so they'll be releasing it.
And they do but they did say they want to move away from yearly releases, so it's hard to say that.
Which is good. Point. That's a good idea.
They should. They really
yearly
should.
Releases suck. You can't do that. You just release one, take your time, take a couple years, like 2 or 3. Do not fucking do 10, 15, 20 years.
Well, let's go back to Assassin's Creed real quick. Assassin's Creed was doing yearly releases, and that started to suck. And the last one being Syndicate was the exact thing. And then they decided, okay, wait, we're not doing a yearly release. Origins is going to be a 2-year thing, and Origins was amazing. 2 years later, Odyssey came out. Odyssey was amazing. Now we have Valhalla, which apparently is going to be a little bit longer anyways, because their other game is taking some time. That's why we're getting the brand new DLC that's coming out. That's like based in Ragnarok. So, yeah, that's it worked for Assassin's Creed. If Call of Duty could do that, we could have a good, like a amazing Call of Duty game coming up.
Yeah, run it like Ubisoft.
Which is such a weird thing to say out loud.
I know.
Run it like Ubisoft, who just shuttered 2 games this week.
Like a couple years ago. Holy fuck. Run it like Ubisoft. Yeah, good times. Good times, bro. No. Fuck. No,
I got a rant for this next part here. We got to talk about PlayStation Plus this
It
coming month.
sucks balls.
Holy fuck, does it suck? That's I can't.
Holy
Like you
fuck.
you're coming off from such a great month because Deep Rock Galactic is a fucking great game. It is a fun, get your friends together, go mining, shoot some bugs in Starship Trooper style.
Yep.
Drink some beer in the game and just fucking go at it. It is great. I love it.
But this month,
Dirt 5, absolutely awesome. Persona 5
right.
Strikers is fucking great, and I'm glad everyone can play it now. But this month,
this month is shitty. Fucking UFC 4, motherfucker, presented by EA.
yeah,
Boom.
EA Sports presents UFC 4. Which,
come on.
don't get me wrong, I like the UFC games, but UFC 4 had so many problems that I like, what the hell? Like, this is...
It's just not that good. Like...
And the fact that, like, when they first came out, like, they fixed this now, but when UFC 4 came out, they had the audacity to run ads on the game between rounds, like full commercials.
That is so dirty.
That was so dirty. And the dirtiest part is that if you were a reviewer and you got the game early to do the reviews and everything, that feature wasn't in it. So none of the reviewers,
they had to impress them.
Yeah,
so it's essentially the same thing that Volkswagen did with their diesel cars when they did the fucking performance testing. Like Volkswagen had this huge scandal like 10 years ago. It's called Dieselgate. It was ridiculous.
Oh yeah, so Dieselgate. I'm trying to remember this, but okay.
Fucked. So they had to and it got fucked. And then the crazy thing is, the popularity of the vehicles went skyrocketing. There were so many people buying VWs and Audis. Like, I was like, why? But yeah. It was weird. So it was the bad guy, but not bad guy.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not really mad about the UFC game being added. I'm not overly mad at the PS5 game, which is Planet Coaster. Planet Coaster is a great game.
Roller Coaster Tycoon.
It's Roller Coaster Tycoon under a different name, and it's still, good. What I'm mad about is Tiny Tina's Assault on Dungeon Keep. Yeah,
the DLC?
The DLC.
Hey, bro, I give you the DLC, but I don't give you the base game. How the fuck do you play this?
Well, no, the game is standalone right now. Because of Tiny Tina's Wonderland coming out, they did release Assault on Dragon Keep as a standalone game where but it is Borderlands 2. It is a game you already given us. You've given us the Handsome Collection, which has Tiny Tina's Assault on Dragon's Keep. It has already something that you gave us. So they're giving this game, and it's a problem because it is exactly that. You gave us this already. Now you're giving us a lower product.
Well, also, if someone just joined today and are given this DLC, but they don't have the base game to play it, it's like someone buying a trailer and it's like wanting to get it hauled.
It's a standalone.
Oh, it is?
You don't need Borderlands 2 to play it.
Oh.
But if you have the Handsome Collection, you already have it. So it doesn't...
Stupid.
It is dumb. It is straight up dumb. I get why they're doing it because Tiny Tina Wonderlands is coming out, and Wonderlands looks great. I can't wait for that.
They
I
don't
just
want it
why?
to turn into American McGee's Alice in Wonderland 2 there.
What's wrong with Alice Returns?
I don't know.
Alice Returns was fucking great.
Oh, I know it was great, but I don't think it did that well.
Probably not.
Like, where's the third one?
It's being worked on somewhere, somehow, sometime. Okay, we got to talk about the new games this week because there is actually a good amount of stuff that you should be excited for. First of which we have. Nope. What?
Pokemon.
I'll full stream you on that one. There we go. Put
this
it up.
Thing.
Yeah, Pokemon Legends came out this week. Have you played it yet?
No, not yet.
I
put it in. I'm still playing through fucking Guardians. I've been slowly working through it. It's Rocket's fur's amazing. His fur is phenomenal. Like,
okay, well, Pokemon Legends is out, and we'll have probably a further talk on that later. Then,
yeah,
I haven't picked it up yet either, but I did pick up Uncharted: Legacy of Thieves because PS5 upgrade was awesome. Actually, I'm enjoying it a lot more this time around. I really had a hard time the first time through with 4, but I'm enjoying it a lot more this time around.
Yeah. The performance stuff that they added to the game. So most, new games have like different performance modes. So you have like graphic or resolution or quality, shit like that for like the, fancy look at me. And then you also have the performance that's, performance that it's like trying to run at 60 frames a second. So they dumb down the quality or dumb down the resolution and just, make it fast. And in this one, they have Performance Plus, which they're going to try to hit 120 frames a second. It's crazy.
Yeah. So I was surprised. Mine was because Performance Plus, you have to have I believe you have to have certain things on TV. Yeah. I was surprised my TV could hit Performance Plus, and I was actually really happy with it. The 120 frames per second does actually make a difference. I was kind of surprised, but it's Uncharted 4. It's good. Like I said, I'm able to get into this one a lot more, but I still have problems with 4. 4 is
that weird Jeep driving segment.
Okay, that actually a lot of my problems with 4 is with Sam. I don't like Sam.
He's not the best.
He's not Elena. He's not Chloe. He's not Sully. Anytime that Drake is alone with those 3, the game becomes so much better, and there's just so much chemistry and everything coming off of it. And I don't think this is anything against Troy Baker and Nolan North.
No, they're phenomenal and everything else. It's just the character.
Yeah, I think it's the character.
Who the character wasn't what it should have been.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But Crash, they brought back Crash. Bring back the PS1, bud.
So, for next week, the game's coming out, or that we should look forward to this start of February. We have the Life is Strange Remastered Collection for Windows, Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox X, and Stadia. So, there's
Everything.
actually a lot of improvements on that one. So I'm actually saying, like, if you enjoyed the Life is Strange series, take a look at the remastered and the differences of what's happened, because it does look like there's some improvements. We also got a big one, which I'm kind of excited for, but I'm also and that is Dying Light 2 Stay Human for Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox X.
500 hours?
Yeah, that's where I'm like, you
like
threw
just
that
like
in there.
fucking,
I'm not doing that.
They're just like shoving their dick in your face, going like, "Hey, hey, hey." It's just
I don't
bad.
know. It looks entertaining. I did enjoy Dying Light 1, and 2 looks like it's that progression, and it really made it really cool looking.
I think it's just gonna fail really fast, and then it's gonna be like
likely
$10. You know, I'll buy it for like 20. I'll be like, okay, cool, yeah, you can.
And I'm gonna include the first part of next week as well on here, because we have 2 big games that I'm excited for. Ollie Ollie World for Nintendo Switch, PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, which is a open world skating game, or 2D skating game, which I love the first 2 Ollie Ollies. This is, again, a big progression. And we also have Sifu for PS4, PS5, and Windows. And Sifu looks badass.
Phenomenal.
I can't wait to play that. It looks phenomenal. Like, that is, I'm looking at the rest of February, and as
it's old school Jack Chan.
Yeah. As much as I'm excited for
kung fu fucking movies, yeah, it's fucking awesome. Just
as much as I'm excited for Horizon, as much as I'm excited for Elden Ring, Sifu is like on the top of my. I really want more of this.
Elden Ring. That's one that I don't feel it.
You don't feel it?
No, I don't get it. I'm just like, nah.
I'm really excited. I want to try it.
It's like the rest of their games. I'm just like, eh.
For you, it's going to be later. You're going to jump into it probably.
Maybe, I don't know.
I have a lot of that feeling too with.
But I don't want to. It's those types of games. I don't want to pay full price for them.
Yeah, because
I refuse to pay full price for it, because like, you know, I don't want to pay full price. I want to pay a low price. I'll play it for a little bit, and then I'll be like, okay, cool, I got my fill. You know.
Yeah, and there is one more game coming out next month I should talk about, though, real quick, because there is a demo available right now, and that any progress you make on the demo does carry over to the full game, so that's definitely something big. And that is Monarch, from some ex-developers of the Shin Megami Tensei series. You can definitely feel it when you're playing the game, by the way. It is like, you take the stuff. I have to use Persona for some of this, because it does have a very deep Persona feel. Because I know you say Persona when you're mentioning Shin Megami Tensei, and then everyone's like, whatever.
But if you look at Shin Megami, the Persona games are the best one in the series. Out of all of them, Persona's the best. No.
Listen, Nocturne is fucking amazing.
I know, but it's not.
Yeah, I know. I agree. I'm taking the Yahtzee stand pretty much, where, as he said, it's Shin Megami Tensei 3, Shin Megami Tensei. It's Persona without the, awesome characters, the music, the bright, colorful, and weird
the transitions, the fucking breakaway trend. Oh my god!
Yeah, it's that, only without any of the stuff you like. So yeah, but Monarch does have a lot of Persona flair to it, especially when you're. They've taken the idea of the psychological way, like you have to do psych tests and like find out your personality as you're playing, and that contributes to your characters and what type of monsters you can summon. And also, the game is because it's also being published by NIS. It does also have that Disgaea feel as well with a strategy RPG.
Fuck?
So
everything
yeah,
I love.
So yeah, it is. I'm very interested in it. It's dark, so it does have that SMT feel to it, but it also has the Persona twist and the Disgaea twist, and it's ridiculous. It's all over the place.
It's got everything.
But I recommend trying it out. See what you think about it, and if I'm wrong on that, and definitely it's on my watch list right now, and I'm very intrigued. But I think that is it for tonight's podcast. So if you're watching this on YouTube, be sure to hit that like button, hit that notification button, and ring the bell before, or the like, subscribe, notification button. There we go. If you're watching this on Twitch, hit that follow button. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I don't know, leave us a like and share our page. Be awesome. And for Gameitall.com, I'm Lucas Grimm.
Hey, what up? It's Pino25. What is up? !
And we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.